Yeah. One up and up is magic. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do?
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Prescott on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's Murray. Going to throw, and this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the run.
Now Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4th down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Elliott. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Prescott. Incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those script...
Murray fighting, lost the football, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
47. Here we go. 57. Mike, 57. All day, just like that. Just like that. Hey, check Mike, 57.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Cooper's got it. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Elliott. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Mike, 57.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That one's complete to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV. Recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Murray, flush to his right. On the run, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets them 9 yards in a first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll find Hull. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now with timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Kill.
Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over. Football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott escaping the pressure, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Just keeping the play alive. He'll run it and tackle down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Flush to his right. He can run for it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the foot. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Cooper was the target there. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry by Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 50 seconds to 50 seconds.
Prescott now from the 50. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Prescott down. And that's Elliott, complete. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go, 47. 50 seconds to Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
First down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Murray. Being chased out left. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe
some room to run now. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They're on 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will get them one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they'll have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Elliott. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. A give to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.